What is up, plant community? So, I'm kind of in my little English Ivy section here where I have them right now to get max growth, especially since it's starting to get colder. Anyways, today I really wanted to talk about orchids. I'm going to be repotting this guy. He's got some new flower spikes starting to form on him, it looks like. So, that's awesome. So, I recently got this guy for my mother. Uh, so it's a flower for her, and I've done a lot of previous researches and a lot of researches. You definitely don't want to go on the instructions by them because they are tropical. They say you want to give them like ice cubes of water, but I don't know. In my experience, it seems to really harm the plant. So today I'm going to be doing a repot on this guy, putting him in a bigger container for now, letting him get bigger potentially because the pot he's in is just really a decorative pot and it really has no drainage holes. I had a bit more holes in the bottom here for better aeration. I should add something on the side, but I'm using this mixture. Well, not even really mixture. All it is just if we get into the bag here, it's just reptile bark, which I think will work great for this guy since it's a epiphyte. So when people get these, they make a lot of mistakes. I know when I first got into orchids, I made a few mistakes. So, like for example, when I was dusting the leaves, I would always wipe on here and then go on the bottom, which you don't want to wipe the bottom. The bottom will actually never collect dust. That's where they breathe. They actually need that to breathe. You could wipe the front of the leaf here, but never the back. Don't ever touch the back when it comes to cleaning the leaves to help with photosynthesizing. Also, when I started, I remember when I took the spike all the way down to the base and just cut it off. I recently learned that no, you don't want to do that. Uh, so, what we'll be doing is we'll be really trying to repot this guy. Again, he's been in that pot. As you can see, there's no drainage. It's just basically a decorative pot. We'll get rid of these. Of course, we'll definitely make sure to save these little sticks here. I might eventually even get some bamboo looking sticks to give it that more Japanese look. Oh, sorry. So there we removed some of these sticks. Okay, I'll have to get this guy out. Okay, he's out. Okay, there. All the sticks have removed. The spikes are pretty stiff. Also, I recently learned is where these dry spots are. Is where you want to cut. That's where potential new nodes could start for new spikes. But there's already spikes starting to form on it again. So I really ain't worried about that, and I ain't worried about these flowers that are starting to come off. All right, we'll remove that decorative thing. Make sure you have a pot with a drainage. Definitely want to make sure you have a pot with a drainage. Oh, there about went my tablet. Okay, so this soil is not good soil. It's honestly kind of peaty. So we'll carefully remove the soil because you don't want to damage any potential roots at all. The soil is kind of clumped up on this guy. Yeah, this is not very good soil for this. Yeah, I recently learned that, which I kind of knew this. We'll just take this and throw this soil out into the yard. The grass might use it. And my grass has been quite green ever since I've been doing that. So, I learned that they grow as epiphytes, which I kind of knew that. I just thought, oh, well, maybe they'll be fine if I just give them just pure soil. Nope, don't want to do that. They won't appreciate. They will show resentment towards it. They won't like it. Of course, I'm just being gentle with the roots. You don't want to break any of these fragile roots. So I have learned that, because I went to a few local greenhouses here. Uh, one in the campus, Ball State University. That these people, what they'll do is they'll take them and they'll put them in like these little crate boxes, is what they look like, and they'll let the roots just grow epiphytically on that, and they'll just kind of keep them in that without having to worry about soil or anything, which which is all right. They kind of give more of a wild appearance, which is cool in my opinion. Get some of this moss off of here too, but keep it a little on. It might help with moisture. So yeah, now what I'm doing is I'm going around looking for any mushy roots. Like this root here is kind of mushy, so we'll just try to get. Okay, well I just came right off. But really, what you want to do is you want to try to get as close as you can um, to the roots to snip off all the dead roots. So like right here we got a dead root, so we'll snip that off. That's a dead root. We'll snip that off. That's kind of a mushy root right there, so we'll snip right there. Of course, I am using my bonsai scissors. Alright, now that so now I'm just filling around. I'm just filling the roots, making sure they're all good and healthy. Can't see on camera because I'm really looking intensely and really close at it. So I do see some more mushy roots, like there's one right here. Oh, one right here. If I turn it around, it's getting black and mushy. Maybe we could just peel that away. And yeah, that's definitely no good. We'll have to, okay. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's, sorry about that. I think that's pretty much got it. So, since they are epiphytes and they grow naturally on trees, the best thing I think I could use is a cheap bag of reptile bark, which I think with these trees, if you could get them, since they're a tropical, but I technically label them as a subtropical, I think you could get away with watering them once a week. Uh, reason why I say this is because they are subtropical, and I've learned that within these big bulbous roots, they ain't really roots. That's the best way I can explain it is like protective skin on us. So like we have muscles inside of our bodies, And if that was exposed to the elements, it could really potentially harm us. So, like, it's kind of the same with orchids with their roots. Is they have a protective skin to protect the real root, which is inside those big bulbous roots. And in return, it also helps with moisture. So it helps like gain moisture that it needs, and all the moisture is stored within that big bulbous root. And when that moisture is stored within that big bulbous root, it really helps it thrive. And that's how they become real epithetic. So, or epiphytes, as I should say. Kind of make a pocket in here. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of take the bark, work it around the flower, being completely gentle. Don't want to harm any roots whatsoever. Don't want to break any roots. Just kind of working it in, but being completely gentle at the same time. Yeah, there was one lady that invited me to an orchid show one time. I was like, I don't have any orchids. Oh, well, look at something I potentially killed, or maybe even try to buy something that I could kill. But I think now that I've learned quite a bit about them, I think I'll be alright with them. I think I'll be good. And of course, this mixture will be arid enough that I think it will be completely alright. Especially with this type of bark, because it's just not normal mulch that'll just decay over time. I mean, yeah, this stuff will probably decay over time, but it's more thicker. It'd be much more harder for it to decay. Okay, again, just working bark within the roots. Yeah, that's the thing I never knew about orchids. I feel like some of the instructions uh, set a lot of people up for failure, and a lot of people don't realize it. I know it definitely, when I first started getting into plants, their instructions definitely set me up for failure for sure. Yeah, research is definitely key when it comes to plants. Um, more research you do, the more successful you will be with your love of plants. I mean, I love all my plants equally. I don't think I could really say I don't love one over the other. I love my ficuses, my orchids, my lucky bamboo. I just love them all. Okay, I think that pretty much has it. And when I get inside, I'll use distilled water, distilled only. And maybe put a little bit more in the back here. And I'll give this guy a thorough watering. This bark seems really arid. Seems like it'll keep moisture if I keep it watered, but not too much, not retaining too much moisture. Because again, you got to also realize your big bulbous roots here is what's really going to keep the moisture for you. And another thing you could do too is if you decide to put them in a basket, which you can, you could just water those roots, just spray them or something, and once they green up, you know your orchid is thoroughly watered. So, I think that's all I'm going to do today. This will give it some good time to root and all that. I think it will be a really good potting mix. I'll add some slow release fertilizer in here so that way it's not too much or too strong on the orchid. And they'll add the little sticks on here back on them. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys found it educational. And I will be doing updates on this orchid. Of course, if it dies, I'll show it on camera and let you guys know. Yeah, I failed because that's just the reality of things. Sometimes you have success, sometimes you don't, but I feel really good about my research. So if you found this video educational in any way or form, give me a like, share, and subscribe, and share this video. It really helps me out. It really helps me get out there more, and helps me teach other people that are potentially coming by on this channel to educate them and teach them about everything plants. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day.